Hello everyone, my name is Arya Ajay Kurcharkar and I am a legal intern at Lexis & Company. I am a student of 4th year BLLB at GR Kare College of Law, Margao, Goa under the Goa University. Today I am going to be talking on the topic of persons barred from testamentary succession. And the purpose of making this a topic is to spread awareness about who is eligible and who is barred from making a testamentary succession. So, first we'll talk about what is succession. So basically, succession means that when a person dies, if he leaves a will behind, then his property, his belongings will be divided as per that will. So a living person is free to deal with his or her property in a way that he or she likes. To determine what happens to his or her possessions after death, she or he may leave behind a will stating his or her wishes. If not, he or she is said to have died intestate, and it is left to the law to determine who can take the property left behind by the deceased person. So testamentary succession is when a will is present and there is no intestate succession. So what is a will? A will is basically defined as a legal document which is declaring a person's wishes regarding the disposal of their property when he or she dies. When a person dies without a will, then her or his property may devolve to the heirs according to the methods of intestate succession. If a will does exist stating the wishes of the deceased regarding the disposition of his or her property, then it will be followed accordingly. So, what are the ingredients of a will? So, it is among Hindu, Christians, Parsis, the ingredients of a will are governed by the Indian Succession Act 1925, and the most important requirement for a valid will is proof of capacity of the deceased person to make such a will. What is meant by capacity? So any person, male or female, is said to have the capacity to make a will as long as he or she has a sound mind and they are majority in age. So a person may make will as long as he or she is in a position of state of mind where he can understand the kind of action that she or he is undertaking in the making of a will. Therefore, minors, people with unsound mind, and people who are under the effect of any intoxicating substance are not in the state of mind to understand their action. Since their actions have not been taken with the responsibility, these persons do not have the capacity to create a will. You will find that establishing capacity in the case of wills is comparable to capacity as defined under the law of contracts. In order to ascertain whether a person has a capacity to be able to create a will, we must try to find out whether he or she is capable of understanding what they are doing. The law particularly mentions that there is nothing to stop a married woman, a deaf and dumb person but who is sound in mind, who is mentally healthy, person suffering from mental illness during intervals of lucidity, from making wills. Nobody can stop these people. However, a sane person who may not be in a state of mind to know what she or he is doing is not capable of creating a will. So now to our main topic, who is not capable of executing a will, who is barred from executing a will. Firstly, minors, so people who are below 18 years of age cannot make a will. However, persons who have guardians appointed under the Guardianship Act, under the Guardianship and Wards Act, have to wait until the age of 21 years before they qualify for majority. Second is intoxication, illness and infirmity. So a will made by a person who is drunk or under the influence of an intoxicant substance is null and void. Soundness of mind. So the testator must be able to comprehend the nature and effect of the disposition and should have sufficient memory and comprehension to be able to make a proper judgment about it. Okay, so the persons who are debarred are minors, persons who are under intoxication, illness or infirmity, and persons who are unsound in mind. So this is the end of the topic. Please do like, share, subscribe and comment on my video, and do like and subscribe our YouTube channel Lex Click, and make sure to press the bell icon to get notifications when we post a video. Also, please give a feedback on this video and previous videos which you can see on this YouTube channel. Also, if you have any questions relating to this video or any previous of my videos, then please post your question in the comment section. I will reply as soon as possible. Lastly, this video doesn't solicit any type of promotion or advertisement as per the guidelines of the Bar Council of India, and the sole purpose of making this video is for educational purposes only. Thank you.